Francesca, I'm the produce manager here at Sysco Ventura. Today we're going to walk through a cutting on some romaine lettuce. It's our SUPC 1723816. The reason we're going to do this today is because a cutting can be one of the most impactful things to show a restaurant operator the value of your brand. We want to make sure that this is a tool that you have in your tool belt when you're on the street selling your brand. We were on Depot yesterday to buy a case of 24 count liner packer romaine. And it was an interesting experience. That place is packed, there's tons of people. I had to schlep my cases out to my car. If you've ever put a case of 24 count iceberg in your car or romaine, it's really heavy. I just don't think that it's the best use of your operator's time, even though they're gonna tell you that they have time, they don't mind going, it's not a burden. But when you're at that restaurant, surely your operator has to know that there's better things that their GM, their head chef, their manager could be doing during the day than running to the valley in 100 degrees to pick up a case of romaine. So I just wanted to talk quickly about the product. One of the biggest noticeable differences right off the bat in our brand versus the competitor is that the resting on this butt. So the rest on this butt indicates advanced age. This product has 2 to 3 days more age on it than our product does. That's important because the older the product is, the more water weight it's lost as the water has evaporated from it. So this is gonna be lighter. So this is lighter and older than this product is. As you can see, this romaine's pretty green. It's not summer romaine anymore. As we move into winter, you're gonna have less heart material and you're gonna see a deeper green in the leaves, less white and yellow than you'd be accustomed to seeing in the summertime. So first of all, we're gonna start with our scale. We're gonna put our gloves on. This is important. Make sure that we're doing food safety at all times. That's really important here at Sysco Ventura. We're gonna make sure our scale's on and at 0. There we go. So let's start putting our romaine on the scale. We're gonna do 4 heads. There's 24 heads in a box. So we're gonna multiply everything by 6 and get some averages. This is a great way to stretch one case to multiple customers. You can use 24 heads to do a cutting with 6 customers, and that's gonna be amazing. This is right out of the box. See, the box is right here. Just reached in there, pulled out some heads. Beautiful. So you can see our weight is 5.66 pounds. We're gonna round that to 5.7. Over here, we've got a sheet comparing the product. So we're gonna do all the math for you. Just right off the bat, there was our Sysco lettuce, it was $17.40, and this Destiny brand Restaurant Depot lettuce was $13.92. So it's a price difference, so that's our starting point for this exercise. Next, we're gonna take our romaine off the scale, and we're gonna figure out which percentage of this is gonna be waste. We're gonna move our container on here so you can make sure. It's really important at this step to tear it out and make sure that you start at 0. All right, so this romaine's gonna have some liner leaves on it. So these were to protect it in transit. So we're gonna take these off because we wouldn't want them to end up in a salad that our customer received. So I have peeled these off. Next, we're gonna cut this romaine head. So we're gonna give it about a half inch to an inch cut here to cut the core off. Then we're gonna carefully peel off of our usable product till we get to our core, and then we're gonna figure out there. So at this point, probably have to cut off a little bit more. This is all usable. So as you can see, I mean, we're getting tons of yield out of this. There's very little on this head that we're not able to use. Let's take it a little bit more. As you can see, I am being careful as I'm doing this. A lot of times what we see in a restaurant when we have someone to perform a cutting is that they're just cutting it right down the middle to remove the core. This is some of the heaviest, densest part of the lettuce. And when you do that, you are getting rid of the core immediately, but you're also getting rid of usable product that equates to food cost in dollars and cents on a plate. So I'm gonna just keep removing these. And I mean, as you can see, this is really nice. It's peeling right off. So I'm getting down to the middle here. I'm gonna cut some more. Really get down and all this is usable. And as I was saying before, if I had just gotten rid of that from the get-go, I would have lost out on all that product. So here's all of our usable product here. Let's make sure we get all of our waste. This is another way that you can cut romaine easily to remove the core. There we go. So I cut it in half, and then I'm just gonna wedge this core out real quick. This is obviously minimal waste on this product. You're getting to use every part of it. There we go. So there's my waste. Here's my usable product. And then Now that we're done, we're gonna take the amount of waste and multiply it by 6 to extrapolate what the waste would be in a whole case. So our waste was 1.58, so 1.6. So we're gonna multiply that by 6 and add it to our board. I'm gonna cut the competitor's product and we'll see you in a minute. Hi, I just want to go over the quick results of our cutting with you. So here's our brand versus the Packer brand. As you can see, there's a difference in the case cost of about $3.40. Our box right out of the gate was 34.2 pounds. Theirs was 30 pounds, so we were about 3.5 pounds ahead right from the beginning. Once you take into account waste, we got even more. Our waste was about 9.6 pounds. Theirs was 13 pounds. When you figure out the usable yield from the actual case, we ended up with 24.6 usable pounds, while they were at 17.6. We were 7 pounds ahead there. When you break that down into ounces and down into portions, which is what your operator can really understand, there was 37 more salads out of our box than their box. Thank you very much, appreciate it.